want to introduce myself, and my name is Shawn Skelton, and I'm very real. And unfortunately, this is also very real. I didn't know what else to do other than to just come on live and show everybody what my body is going through at all wakening hours of my day. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody online and my friends and family that have reached out and prayed, because I think that's the only thing we have going for us right now is a prayer. And on Monday, well, let's just say I don't know what's happening to my body, okay? It's a good question to me as it is for you, but I know that on Monday I was a very functioning person, zero medical issues. I work every day. I've been a CNA for 25 years, and I love my patients. I love my job. I got the COVID vaccine, the Moderna, on January the 4th. On Tuesday, I had mild flu-like symptoms. I went to work. Stomach pains and diarrhea, some, on Tuesday, normal flu-like symptoms. Wednesday, I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't able to go to work. My tongue began to spasm out of control. By Thursday morning, I was in full body convulsions. When I get upset, they get a lot worse. But for the most part, this is my typical day. This is right now. I've even taken 2 Valiums. And this is how much my body just controls to move. And I know I have a lot of support. A lot of you people on Facebook are really mean. I didn't ask for this. And
right? So, I'll post a link to the additional article for the CDC's response, but essentially what the CDC is saying is this isn't a side effect of the vaccine. So, obviously they've ran tests and and all the side effects that they've seen from the vaccine. This wasn't one of them. And again, to what I was saying earlier, like, all the doctors are saying you are the only one who is reacting like this. It cannot be the vaccine. And then her response was, I'm the only one right now. Right? So, Moderna, they're saying, yeah, no, this is not it. I mean, there's still tests being run, right? Like I said, click the link in the article if you want to see get more information there, but I'll speak to it a little bit. They're still running tests or doing things like an MRI, and they're trying to figure out what it is, because to have a full body spasm, they're more or less saying, again, I don't know the inner workings of the vaccine. I'm just regurgitating what was in the article, but they're saying to have a full body spasm like that, like the vaccine needs to impact your entire body. She's saying her tongue is spasming and things of that nature, right? So I guess what they're saying is, based on how the vaccine works, it doesn't go into your entire body. She's having a full body spasm. So, so as soon as I seen that, I started researching it and trying to figure out what's what. And that's pretty much the extent of it. So they're just waiting to see what the results are. But the thing, and I'll let you go, is even if this is a direct result of taking the vaccine, I think that they should not try to cover it up. Because if it's a one-off, then it's a one-off, right? They shouldn't try to cover it up. They should let it be known this is a possible side effect of getting vaccinated, so people could be more informed. Bro, I watch some late night TV sometimes, not in a while, but some late night TV sometimes, American channels, and you see the stuff they put on the disclaimers is just about as long as the commercial for the drug that they're advertising. People still get the drug. You know what I mean? So rather than misleading people and injecting fear, or I don't trust it, because people already don't trust it. Get in front of it, be like, okay, this is new, we didn't I'm just saying, if this is, I don't know, not a doctor, not running the tests, but if it is found to be true, I say you put it out there, get in front of it. On the other side of it, and I'm just speaking the obvious here, I'm not saying this is what she's doing, to be clear, 100% to be clear, I'm not saying what she's doing, this is what she's doing. But Moderna and Pfizer, they're good. I can't even put it, I don't even know the numbers that they're going to be making from this vaccine. They're vaccinating the planet, bro. So if she could walk away with a settlement, not a bad little payday. Now, with that being said, again, I want to reiterate that I'm not saying that's what she's doing. And regardless of the fact, I hope that she recovers, because I would hate to see anyone I know, much less a stranger, have that, type of life, vaccine or not, just to live like that. So, my prayers go out to her, and I hope she makes a full recovery. What are your thoughts about this, man? This is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, you watch one of those videos, and I mean, a million things go through your head. Like, obviously, is it real? Shoot, this is bad. You know what I'm saying? All those natural feelings, you go through them, right? So I'm watching this video, and I'll just give you my reaction when I was watching it. I'm watching this video, and the first thing I say, because I question everything, is this real, right? Then you tell me that the CDC responds to this and they feel the need to respond to it. That's when I say it's got to be real, because if it was fake, it might have gone viral, but they wouldn't have said anything, because these are companies that probably do their research into the person, and before they even feel the need to respond. It's just like any other company. They must have done a little bit of research and realized, okay, she was okay. Yeah, she really did go to see these doctors type of vibe. So once you said that, I was like, okay, so now it's real. So now let's take it to the next step, right? This is a lady who, according to her video, and said it was on Facebook. So she must have people who have known her before this as well on Facebook, who are her friends, who could have just said this is fake. And they didn't. They supported her. So, she puts this on Facebook and she says whatever she says about the COVID vaccine. I say to myself, what else could have made her ill this way? I don't know of any drugs or anything like that, or anything that you could take that would make you just instantly spasm, that we've had on this planet for decades. Any other medication she's taken has probably been out there for years, right? This is a vaccine that was created in 18 months. It broke all types of records, because it was not only the fastest created ever in history, it was the fastest to be approved ever in history. And we've had multiple deadly diseases, So you move from that, and then I move from there to, oh shit. Shout out to all the motherfucking guinea pigs out there who are rushing to go get this unknown vaccine, because they tell you this is what you need. They tell you what the sickness is, and then they provide the cure. And they tell you that you need this because you have this. Even if you don't feel you do have it, you have it, and you're going to die from it. That's what they make you feel from. If you catch COVID, you're going to die from it, even though majority of the people who catch it don't die. So now, because you're scared of dying, you feel the need to go get this vaccine and run out and go get it. This is what happens. Unfortunately, these are the type of things that happen, all these allergies and all these things that happen over the world, is what happens when you don't do your own due diligence and you don't use your own logic to make your own decisions, and you allow other people to make decisions for you. I want to sit here and feel sorry for for Becky over there, but I can't. She made the decision to go get the vaccine. She wanted to go get it. You did that, knowing all the information that was out there. And now it's your job, it's your burden of proof. Good luck to prove that this vaccine is what caused all those spasms in you. You took the risk by going to get this thing so early, home. So how am
So
I supposed to sit here and feel bad for you?
yeah, no, and I get that. And the only thing that I'll say is two things I'll say. First thing is, and I could be wrong, and if I am, please interject immediately. But I'm pretty sure you are not aware of every single medication and vaccine and their side effects that are available.
No, 100%, 100%. I'm not.
Okay, hold on.
100%. I don't
And
know
then the
all of
last
those
and then the
items.
last thing I'll say is in regards to the information, you're right. Like people definitely should do their own diligence, however they come across that information. But at the same time, people like me and you and the lady that we just seen, we have access to the information everybody else has access to. So what I mean to say is we're not in these testing centers. We don't see the actual results of the vaccine when it's going through the test. We get the information that's given to us. So
Right.
and we have this conversation all the time. If you think one thing about something, you will find information to support that. If you think another thing about something, you will find information to
If
support
you're
that.
looking for it,
How do
especially, yeah.
you decipher what is real? If your mind is already made up, how do you decipher what is real? You came into this thing thinking this, okay, here it is. I'm gonna go with that. You know, that's what she did. When you said that, it was her responsibility, we don't know that she didn't do any research. Maybe she did all the research in the world, but she only has access to the information that was given to her, just like me and just like you.
Right.
You, Dre, feel the way you feel about it because you did your own research, you went online, maybe you spoke to doctors or whatever it is you did, and you have come to your conclusion, just like she came to hers. But you, just like her, were in no capacity to view any of the results of the testing of this vaccine when it was happening. You weren't.
Right.
Neither was I. Neither was she. So I mean, it does suck for her. And the only thing that I could take away from how you ended that is, don't ever be the first person to take shit. You know what I mean? Even with something as simple as an iPhone, I always bring it back to a phone. I never get the first rollout of a phone because the manufacturer is always like, oh, we made some mistakes.
Right.
Cars, they recall cars all the time. You're putting this into your body. You know what I mean? So I never want to be the first person. I don't want to be the first person to take that. And
Right.
again, even with that being said, all we could do is look at the numbers at this point. And we're still yet to see how that's going to play out. But all we could do is look at this. Since we weren't there, all we could say is, well, 10 million people took the vaccine. This many people, ... And
Right.
then you gotta, but
Well, that's where you touched on it right there. This is the part. This is the part that I wanna touch on again on what I said earlier. When you are unsure of the source on which you're getting the information from, or any of the sources that you get the information from, the only thing that you can go on is your own logic, and your own logic should be based on, as you just used as an example, your past experiences and what you actually see, not what's put in front of you, but what you actually see, what you actually know. That's where logic comes in. So if I look at this situation and I go to these sources, and I am in a situation where I question all the sources based on anything COVID, whether it's positive, whether it's negative. I question all of them. I need to see the stats. So when I question those things, I say to myself, okay, well, as I said before, all the stats about COVID, how quick it came out, as far as the vaccine, the companies that are making it, the investors in these companies who have will make money from this as well, and all of these things, and the business behind it, and da 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 da. I look at all these things. I look at past experiences, such as past diseases, and what was done to prevent those, and how long those cures took to come out, and how much testing went into those things. Blah 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 blah. When I look at all of that and I use my brain, my own brain, my information that I have, not what they're telling me, but what I have, that's what makes me question just the vaccine in general. And definitely, obviously, what I'm saying is don't be the first idiot to go get it. But it also makes me sit back. The reason why that is because I'm using my logic. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait for my experiences to tell me what to do. These are people who are going based on information that is being provided to them. And when you go based on that information, what I'm saying is that's when you're liable to
what's happening to her.
Hey,
So
hey.
before we bring this little segment to a close, I'll ask you this, and then you could just give me a short answer, right? So you do your research, and that's fine. But then you see numbers. So we'll go back to the number I gave you earlier. So 10 million people get vaccinated.
This is the only person it's happened to.
And this is the only person it's happened to. 10 million
Absolutely.
people, hold on, 10 million people have been vaccinated. And there's been no confirmed linked deaths to the vaccination. Now, you've done all your research. Okay? Again, your research. Again, there's no way to confirm where that information or how that information was sourced, but you've done it and then you've used your brain. Fine. But still, there's some gray there regardless. It doesn't matter there's always gray because you weren't there.
There's always going to be, because we weren't in the testing facility.
Thank you.
Exactly. There's
Some
always
gray.
going to be that gray.
It might be a tiny bit, some gray. So you've done that.
Right.
You've done that.
Right.
But now you have real, tangible 10 million people versus ...
Bop, bop, bop.
So now, does that 10 million people versus ... that doesn't impact your logic at all?
Absolutely. Absolutely it does.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. That's it.
Absolutely
That's it.
it does.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, people, viewing public. Scary shit, right? Because, I mean, even with the 10 million versus the ... that's a lottery you don't want to win. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't want to be the ... no matter how small it is. Same thing with COVID.
Yeah,
COVID is a small ... too, but you still don't want to be part of it.
you don't want to be it, right? So, scary shit. Like I said, man, prayers go out to her and to her family going through this, and whatever it is that caused it. Like I said, it could not even be a vaccine. It could be anything. She could have bumped her head. You know, just to see somebody going through that is that's hard to watch. So, thoughts, man. What do you guys think about this? We're gonna keep you up to date on this, just like the doctor from Florida. Gonna keep you guys up to date on that, like what actually caused his death. Was it actually linked to the vaccine? And we will give you the information that we get, and then we will provide it to you, but unfiltered, with no bias one way or another, so you can make your own decision. Leave in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, you guys. We put out new videos every single morning at 10 a.m.
Yes, make sure you like and subscribe. Check out these videos right here. And subscribe right down here. We're trying to get to at least 100 followers.
Thank
We're
you.
not far, man. Subscribe.